The morning, you notice it. You wake up, stretch your arms, and make your way to the bathroom. The cold floor tiles press against your feet. You rub your eyes, glance into the mirror, and pause. Something looks different. Your skin seems a little duller. The lines around your eyes linger a bit longer. You lean in closer. Is that a new crease by your mouth? And when did your jawline start softening like that? You sigh, roll your shoulders, and as you reach for your toothbrush, you feel a subtle stiffness in your lower back. Not pain exactly, but a quiet resistance, like your body's asking you to slow down. That's when it hits you. You're not 35 anymore. You're not even 45. Somewhere along the way, life moved forward, and your body began whispering changes, quiet ones at first, then a little louder. Maybe you've brushed them off. That's just age. It's normal. I'll deal with it later. But here's the thing. Later comes faster than we think. And when it doesn't knock politely. It shows up with slower metabolism, more stubborn weight, joints that creak when they didn't used to, and a brain that takes an extra beat to recall a name or find your keys. Maybe you're already there. Maybe you're approaching 50 and wondering what's next. Or maybe you're well past it and thinking, is this just how it is now? The good news? It doesn't have to be. Aging isn't something to fear. It's not the end of vitality, it's the beginning of a different kind of wisdom. And believe it or not, one of the most powerful tools to navigate this chapter is sitting right in your kitchen. You don't need fancy supplements, pricey miracle pills, or secret spa treatments. You need food-real, natural, everyday food that speaks the language your body understands. Because the truth is, every bite you take after 50 can either speed up the clock or slow it down. So, what if you could wake up next week feeling a little lighter, more focused, and more like yourself again? It starts with 6 simple foods. Let's talk about them. The quiet changes inside you. Think of your body like a well-tuned machine that's carried you through decades of living, laughing, working, parenting, chasing dreams, and bouncing back from the hardest days. But somewhere around 50, the machine starts to hum differently. It doesn't break. It doesn't fall apart. But the rhythms shift. The gears begin to slow. Maybe you notice your strength isn't quite what it was. That heavy grocery bag feels heavier. You used to open jars without thinking. Now you have to ask for help. That's no accident. After 50, your muscle mass begins to decline, and not just a little. It's called sarcopenia, and it quietly erodes the muscle you've built over a lifetime. But strength loss doesn't stop there. There's something even sneakier. Dynapenia, loss of muscle strength, not just size, and that matters more than most people realize. Because it's not just about lifting things, it's about staying steady on your feet, reacting fast enough to catch yourself if you trip, and maintaining the confidence to move without fear. And while your muscles change, your nervous system does too. Inside your brain and along your spine, your neurons, the tiny messengers that keep your body thinking, feeling, remembering, start to slow down. Some even die off. When that happens, a certain protein leaks out. It's called neurofilament light chain, not FL. You've probably never heard of it, but it's kind of a big deal. High levels of NIT-L in your blood are like smoke signals for the brain. They warn of trouble, memory loss, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and other degenerative conditions. And here's the thing after 50. Your NO-FEL levels climb steadily, year after year. But you won't feel that shift at first. Not right away. It starts small. You walk into a room and forget why. You can't remember the name of that movie you just watched. You pause mid-sentence, reaching for a word that won't come. Then, there's your skin. The face you've looked at every day begins to change. The layers thin out, like a book with pages worn from time. Your skin produces less oil, leaving it drier, more delicate, more prone to bruises and cuts that seem to take forever to heal. Even small bumps leave marks. Even short sun exposure causes dark spots that linger longer than they used to. You're not falling apart, but your body is whispering softly, insistently. It's asking for help, for nourishment, for change. And if you listen closely enough, you'll hear what it's trying to say. Feed me what I need. Don't wait until I'm screaming. So, what if you could quiet those whispers? What if you could answer them not with fear, but with care? What if aging wasn't a downhill slope, but just a new pathone you walk more gently, more wisely? Well, it is. And that path begins with your plate. Let's walk it together. The remedy in your kitchen. Here's the beautiful part of all this. You don't need a suitcase full of supplements. You don't need cutting-edge technology, injections, or weekly appointments with anti-aging specialists charging a small fortune. You don't even need to chase the latest health trends or miracle cures. The truth is far simpler. The remedy? It's already in your home, in your kitchen, maybe even in your fridge right now. Because food real, whole, honest food isn't just fuel, it's information. It speaks to your body in a language more ancient than any prescription. With every bite, it gives instructions. To rebuild, to repair, to protect. And after 50, those instructions matter more than ever. Some foods whisper healing into your joints. Some shield your brain from fog. Some strengthen your bones, soothe your gut, and keep your skin soft even as the years pass. So no, you don't need to reinvent yourself. You just need to nourish the version of you that's here now. And we're about to show you how. Starting with 6 simple foods that punch way above their weight, backed by science, loved by tradition, and proven by people just like you. Let's begin. The 6 golden foods after 50. 1. Yogurt. The shield for your bones. There's a woman in a small village who just turned 91. Sharp as ever. Still sweeps her own yard. Still feeds her chickens every morning. When asked her secret, she smiles and says, "A bowl of yogurt. Every single day since I was a girl." She's on to something. Yogurt is a powerhouse of calcium, vitamin D, and probiotics, the perfect trio for bone health. As we age, our bones lose density, making fractures a real concern. But calcium and D work together to strengthen bone tissue and slow that process down. The live cultures in yogurt? They support digestion, immune function, and even mood. Try this. Add a small bowl of plain yogurt to your breakfast. Sprinkle berries or oats on top. It's simple, delicious, and your bones will thank you. 2. Berries, the memory keepers. Picture a grandfather who still remembers the exact song that played on the radio the day he proposed. His secret? A handful of blueberries every morning. These tiny fruits pack a massive punch. Berries are loaded with antioxidants, like anthocyanins and flavonoids, which reduce inflammation and protect brain cells from aging. They help your mind stay sharp, your recall stay quick, and your skin stay glowing. And the best part? They taste like dessert. Make it a habit. Toss berries into your yogurt, oatmeal, or smoothie, or just keep a bowl nearby to snack on. Your memory and your skin will reflect the choice. 3. Yams, the anti-aging gatekeeper. Yams don't get the spotlight often, but they should. In many cultures, yams are used in longevity recipes and for good reason. They're rich in fiber, vitamin C, and powerful antioxidants that fight inflammation from the inside out. They help regulate blood sugar, improve digestion, and even promote skin cell renewal. In one study, compounds in yams were found to improve memory in aging mice and even boost antioxidant enzymes that protect the liver and brain. And in another, yam extract boosted skin hydration by almost 45%. Practical tip: roast them, mash them, or add them to a warm stew. However you prepare them, they quietly defend you against aging. 4. Spinach, the guardian of the heart. Imagine a man who survived a heart scare. No more heavy meals. No more skipping vegetables. Every day now begins with a plate of greens, usually spinach. Spinach is rich in folate, vitamin A, C, and powerful flavonoids that help lower inflammation, protect blood vessels, and improve cholesterol levels. It's also a friend to your brain, nourishing it with compounds that fight oxidative stress and cognitive decline. Spinach feeds the good bacteria in your gut, which in turn produce anti-inflammatory compounds like butyrate. A healthier gut means better immunity, better mood, and better aging overall. Important note: spinach is high in oxalates, which can contribute to kidney stones and affect calcium absorption. If you have kidney issues or osteoporosis, consult your doctor first. Everyday idea: saute spinach with garlic, toss it into eggs, or blend it into smoothies. A little each day adds up. 5. Ginger, the silent warrior. There's a grandmother who no longer fears her morning walks. Why? Because her knees no longer ache like they used to ever since she started drinking warm ginger tea. Ginger is nature's anti-inflammatory hero. Its active compounds gingerol and shogal help reduce swelling, improve circulation, and ease joint pain. But ginger doesn't stop there. It's also linked to better memory, lower blood pressure, and protection from harmful bacteria. In one study, older women with high blood pressure who added ginger to their diet saw improvements in both pressure and cholesterol in just 30 days. Try this. Slice fresh ginger into your tea, stir-fry with it, or even chew a small piece raw. A little goes a long way and your joints will feel the difference. 6. Fatty fish, the brain and muscle fuel. Now picture a man in his 70s. Still walks to the park every morning, still beats his grandkids at chess. His secret? He swears by his grilled salmon. Fatty fish, like salmon, tuna, and mackerel, are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These are critical for preserving muscle mass, protecting the brain, and keeping inflammation in check. And let's not forget protein, essential for building and maintaining muscle strength as we age. Vitamin D, also found in salmon, helps support bones and regulate mood. Studies even show that just 2 servings of fish a week can improve hand strength and reduce the risk of dementia. Easy upgrade. Bake or grill fish twice a week. Add lemon, herbs, and olive oil. It's delicious, nourishing, and a true act of self-care. Each of these 6 foods is simple, familiar, affordable, and when added to your plate with intention, they become more than meals. They become medicine. Not the kind that sits in a bottle, but the kind that heals you quietly, bite by bite, from the inside out. Are you ready for the final piece of the puzzle? Let's talk about the bigger picture, the lifestyle that brings it all together. Growing older, living wiser. Growing older isn't a finish line. It's not a slow fade or a quiet surrender. It's an invitation. An invitation to live smarter, gentler, deeper, to choose yourself, not out of vanity, but out of wisdom, to nourish, to move, to rest, and to reconnect with what really matters. Because yes, food is powerful, but it's only one piece of the puzzle. Your body also craves good sleep, not rushed, not restless, but the kind that lets your cells repair and your brain recharge. It thrives on gentle movement, a morning walk, stretching in the sunlight, dancing in your living room just because. And it blossoms with joy, the laughter of your grandkids, the scent of your garden, the quiet pride of showing up for yourself every single day. Don't let aging scare you. Let it guide you. Let it remind you to stop drinking things that hurt your liver, to put down the cigarette and pick up the phone, to call an old friend, to breathe slower, to listen longer, to love the face in the mirror, not despite the lines, but because of them. Because every wrinkle is a line from your life story, a smile remembered, a tear shed, a lesson learned. And every choice you make today, it's a small seed, planted for the future version of you, the one who wakes up a few years from now with more energy, more clarity, more peace. So eat the food that feeds your soul. Move your body like it deserves to be here, and live your life in a way that turns aging into a privilege, not a problem. Let the world see that growing older isn't about fading out. It's about lighting up from the inside. Because aging is a gift, and every wrinkle can be a mark of joy if you choose to live that way.